My first question to you is, how did you get started in acting? How did you become an actress?
Well, I started to act when I was a very little girl. Even though it was a small town, I knew I wanted to be an actress, and I imitated everybody and in the movies and so forth. And so I was pretty much onto it all the way through and did whatever I could do to perform wherever I could, in school or whatever, from the time I was a little girl.
Yeah, I always found it fascinating, acting. I always love actors, that's what I want to do when I'm older, to be an actor.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I interview actors on my radio show, to get their advice, and, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you find is the most challenging part of being an actress? The most difficult or challenging part of being an actress? If you find there is a difficult challenge.
Well, the thing is, you have to have the energy. You have to be at top health. Really. The energy. You need that energy. And then you can do anything if you have the energy. But if you don't have that, then it's not a good day.
Yeah, you have to, be energetic or positive, because it is kind of busy and rushy hour, acting is tough, What do people most remember you for? You've been on a few shows. You've been on one of my favorites.
I think they most, a lot of people remember me from Twins, which is the movie I did where I played the mother of the two boys.
Okay.
And a lot of people remember from Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there's a particular show on Golden Girls that I played Barbara Thorndike, and everybody seems that was kind of an iconic show.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Character. And then, of course, I did mention St. Elsewhere. Yeah, St. Elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was, the mother on Home Improvement. People remember me from that. But basically, I think it's Little House on the Prairie and St. Elsewhere and Twins.
Yeah.
I think.
My favorite.
There are a lot of other characters that people fall in love with, Yeah. They fall in love with the characters.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of characters people, get interested in. My favorite one you did was, you said the Golden Girls one. I loved that character you played.
Yes.
And,
yes.
St. Elsewhere was one of my favorites. And you did a few episodes of Boy Meets World with... Yes, I did. But they just kind of brought me in. I don't know. It wasn't really fulfilled, but it was okay. Yeah. Do you still act today, or are you still...
Well, yes, I did a couple of episodes of Better Call Saul last year. Now, I haven't done anything since then. So that's about a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's much harder. Not only is it hard to find a part, because most of the parts that they call you for are not something you might want to do. And then, I don't know, it's just harder. You're older.
Yeah.
And you're busy doing other things. I don't know. I get busier in life as I get older.
Yeah. I think most people, tend to get more busy, besides acting careers, they have their own.
Oh, yeah. Life takes over.
Yeah. I'm just finding that out, with my radio show. And are you considered a character actress? I
think so. Character actress, leading lady. But, character actress, leading lady.
Now, did you get started in theater, like stage productions, or?
Yes. Even in my little town in Illinois, I did a lot of theater all through high school. Then went to Northwestern, did a lot of theater there. Went to New York, did theater, and then I got into television. I got into a soap opera called Love of Life.
Yeah. So you've had a long and interesting career. You're one of my favorite actresses. That's why I wanted to interview you. And
thank you. you.
You're welcome. I've interviewed your husband before, about a few months ago.
Yes, I know.
And he was a very nice man. I enjoyed talking to him as well. And
oh, good.
Okay. Do you still do theater today, or have you...
No, and I regret that. I wish I had done more, but it just turned out that when something would come up they'd want me for it, then another show would be television, and I would want to do that more than the theater, and then I would do the TV or the movie and then not do the theater, but I kind of regretted it.
Yeah, I find theater is more, interesting because there's a broad range of theater,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Did you do musical theater, like...
No, I've never done musical theater. I'm not... I have a nice voice, but I'm not that musical. You really have to be musical.
Yeah, I can't really carry a tune. I can't sing. And Okay, my last question is, what is your advice to other young people or people who are interested in acting or entertainment?
It's so different now. In other words, I am of such a generation so far away from the young people that it's hard to say. I mean, what I might say, I don't think is even available today, which is to work in the theater wherever you can. And, they don't seem to do it that way. So I still think it's the best way to get the experience, to work in the theater and just work wherever you can work.
Yeah.
Wherever you can do it,
Yeah, I know.
And it's a very difficult business.
Yeah.
So you really have to be... The hard part, of course, is all the rejection.
Yeah.
You have to realize that 90% of everything is failure. And that's hard to live with.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard to live with.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take rejection personally. I've talked to many actors, and they say, don't take rejection personally. And 99 or so percentage of auditions, you make it passed away.
That's right.
Well, Miss Bartlett, I want to thank you for letting me interview you for a short time, and I really appreciate it.
Well, you're certainly welcome. I hope your show is successful.
Thank you, and I hope you continue with your acting career.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
And that was Miss Bonnie Bartlett. Very nice lady. The reason I do short interviews with... I did this one short, and I did her husband, Mr. William Daniels, short, is because on some interviews I am not allowed my full 30 minutes because they're either have to go somewhere or unavailable for that time. So I just do the time I can, and I do a quick interview, and sometimes the quick interviews I push it in with another interview at the very end. Like I'll edit it and put it in. Well, I want to thank you for listening, and God bless.